everybody, what's going on? Today, on a walk again with my family during this whole Corona thing, and I found this now. So last time, if you remember, I found the garbage can chainsaw. Now I have the garbage man did not take power washer right here. So this is a Craftsman Power Washer. Looks like 2,700 max PSI, 2.1 max gallons per minute, and haven't touched it yet. Literally, it was just sitting there in front of the guy's house next to his garbage man. Garbage man did not take it for some reason, and just wheeled it home on the walk. I figured if it doesn't run, no big deal, try to get it to run. If it does, let's see if the pump works. If that doesn't work, and none of this works, I'm gonna turn it into a hand truck or a cart for something. Who knows, the wheels are good for something, and actually the frame itself is relatively sturdy. I could probably use this cup holder in my Jeep for something, or it looks like a cup holder. I don't know what it's for. So let's get a closer look and see what's going on with this thing. All right, so we come in here and take a look. Let's see if it's got gas. All right, some sort of gas in there. And let's see if it's got oil. Let's take a look over here. And it looks like it's way overfilled with oil. A lot. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's got a lot of oil. Well, at least I know I can try starting it and let it run for a second if it does run. All right. Those are the two big things really to check after that. Let's see what else we could do. Let's try starting it. I don't see a primer button. It shows in the direction. If equipped, set engine to on or move throttle too fast. If equipped, press primer both. I don't have it. That's it. This is the ready start. Oh man. I guess that's why. It looks like it's seized up. There is no give in this thing whatsoever. Huh. Yeah, there's no give in that thing. So it must be seized up. Maybe they ran it out of oil. Maybe it's locked up. Let's go to round two, see what else is going on. Let me grab some tools and I'll come back. All right, here we go. Take the top cover off. I think what we can do is we can pull the plug on it and we'll see if maybe it's just locked up there. Sometimes these the pumps though, and maybe the store of a winter pump broke. Let's see. I don't have much to expect from this thing. There we go. Cover's off. That doesn't look like it ever came off before. We'll probably put a breaker bar to that too. First, let's get the plug out. Okay, plug is coming out. It's a one plug. Ooh, tons of oil in there. Look at that. Look at all that oil in there. Wow, that is a lot of oil. I bet you now, look at that. Turns right over. You hear that? Oh, ooh, look at this. Awesome. Let's see, let's get it in close here. I'll try to turn this. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so it's got compression. It's fine. It is loaded up with oil. Actually, so much so. Look at this. There it is. That's all the oil dripping out of the motor. It was all locked up. So what's probably going to happen is I'll drain some of the oil, and then I'll spray something in there, clean it up. Wow, that's a lot of oil. And then see if it turns on. That is a ton of oil. All right, hold on 1 second here. All right, so I don't see a drain plug, but what I'm gonna try to do So I'm gonna put this down into it, this pump, and then pump that oil into something. It's there we go. There. See, there we go. Get a better view of that. Usually these things don't take much oil, so they probably, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, who knows? Not guaranteeing anything out of this one. The oil is definitely pretty grimy looking. I don't know, they just kept filling it with oil. That is a lot of oil. These little motors don't need much oil at all. I think it's usually like a couple, like a pint or two maybe it is, or something like that. It's well under a quart. These little vertical shaft motors, they're not very big. So when you fill that crankcase up with oil, it makes its way past the rings on the pistons, on the piston, and into the chamber. You don't need it. You don't need so much oil. Wow, that's a lot of oil. Yeah, I didn't see a drain plug on this. I don't know why. Could be underneath, but I didn't see it on the front part. Alright, let's check the oil level. Oh, pretty good. A little on the low side, but fine. I'll take it for now. That's good enough. So there was an extra 24, almost probably 30 ounces in there. I'm getting oil everywhere. Okay. All right, so I just cleaned the spark plug up a little bit, get some of the extra oil off of it. Good. So, let's see if it starts. It's not going to start right away, but it should pull over now and maybe spark over. It's going to take a while, probably pretty smoky, so I'm going to open up the garage door here. Take the air cleaner off. All right, so I think we got a little problem here. So it looks like if we go look at the air filter, it's all covered in oil. So it's probably leaking oil through the carburetor into there, which means the carburetor is probably filled with oil. So let's pull this cover off. All right, so I figured before I go too deep, I'm gonna just make sure and double check I'm getting spark. And if you look right in over here by the carburetor, you can see how I have that spark plug kind of propped up. It may be tough to see. Let's shut a light off. There you go. So we're getting spark. Okay, so we're getting spark, so I'll put that back in and I'm gonna pull the carburetor off.
So we got 2 bolts right there and there for the carburetor. But I mean, it really seems, oh wait, there we go. It pulls right out. You can see this rod over here, it's connected. Fuel's right there. I'm gonna leave that connected for now. But it actually just slides out. Let's see, this should be able to all slide. Let's see, there we go. Bend that. There we go. Keep that in there. Okay, I'm gonna get something, pull that right over here. We'll disconnect the fuel. I'm gonna plug it and then pull the carburetor. All right, so what I decided to do is open up the carburetor, see if something was not awry. So this came off relatively easy. I've never opened one of these up before. Pull this out, get a pair of pliers. Okay, this is the float. I mean, it seems fine. There's the seat, the needle. I don't know. I felt like that should not have been there. Unless it just came out. That, I mean, but otherwise everything looks fine. I'm gonna like blow some air through it. The compressor, got it all charged up. Thing seems clean. I'll give it a good spray with some brake clean and put it back together. I don't know. Everything seems to be working right. Okay, so then this looks pretty good. This goes on to this. And then that drops in, like so. And that goes like that. I mean, not really anything to it. Everything seems fine. All right, let's get it buttoned back up.
All right, we're gonna try again. I pulled the carb off again, opened it up, cleaned it up like you saw last time, and put it back together. Notice fuel was leaking out. The needle probably wasn't seated right, so I pulled it again, double checked needle's good, checked the compressed air, it's good. Let's see what happens. Looks like we got something going. Alright, don't want to run it too much, don't want to damage the pump. I'm going to hook a hose up to it and get my pressure washer system going and see what happens. Alright, so I got the hose hooked up running. I got my wand hooked up running. Let's see if we get this thing going and how well it works. It works pretty good. That's it. All done. Have a good one.
looks like we got a working power washer, people. All right, I think that's about it. Bye.